こんばんは、ちゃゆみです。今日も、シャーロック・ホームズ罪と罰をやっていこうと思います。今日から違うエピソード、これじゃなくて、これ、線路上の謎っていうのをやっていこうかなと思います。
This trip to the countryside will be good for you, Holmes. As your friend and your doctor, I really do recommend that you give yourself a complete change of scene. Fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching, chopping wood.
Sounds intolerable. I mean, certainly it sounds delightful.
But you haven't yet told me who your friend is, the one we're going to visit.
He is a bee lover.
A bee lover? Do you mean that he keeps bees? That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
There is someone to see you, Mr. Holmes.
I have no time. Send whoever it is away.
Yes, Holmes, I really think we ought to leave now.
Mycroft.
Sherlock.
Oh, Mr. Holmes? Perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr. Watson. We met at the Diogenes Club a few years ago. I documented our encounter in a short story I gave the title The Greek Interpreter.
He does remember you, Watson. My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
We're about to depart for the train station.
I know.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help. There are people who presently threaten both our country and the crown itself. You must help us with those methods of yours.
Need help. Those are not words I would readily associate with you, Mycroft.
I wrote you a letter, but you did not reply. And this is not about politics. It's about people. People similar to those whom you pretend to defend in your petty detective affairs.
Everything is about politics with you, Mycroft. I'm not interested. Have some of your agents, your spies, or worse, undertake this job of yours. You are defending your people, and they have little to do with the people I choose to help, I can assure you.
That is the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are they?
The Merry Men. He is talking about the Merry Men, a band of idealistic terrorists.
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
You need me, Mycroft, and you are not the country. Although if your waistline expands very much further.
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker, is aware that you will be 7 minutes late. You are in the 4th car. The train will be waiting for you. Sherlock, enjoy your time in Staffordshire. And do, please, at least write to me on your return.
お兄さんとあまり仲が良くないのかな。課題はまだない。今回の話は、入ってくる列車、不可能な謎解き、ホームズとワトソンの休暇帰りが興味をそそる奇妙な物語へと進展していった。列車の中で何かが起こるのかな。
Look after Mrs. Hudson for us, Toby.
またいる。これ何の意味があるんだ。なんか使うことがあるのかな。
Holmes, please call a cab while I pack my suitcase. We should be late for the train.
はいはい。馬車を呼びに行くの？外に出るのかな。
Watson, I'll hold a cab for us. We leave in 5 minutes for the station.
いきなり1週間後なの。
What a gloomy night. It was warmer inside the waiting hall.
Since the station master told us that the train is about to arrive, we should not have to wait very much longer.
Yes, at last.
Attention! The train is arriving at the station. Please stand well away from the platform edge.
I'll
誰
take
しか
your
いないけ
bags
ど。
and your blasted archive suitcase. But, Holmes, the headlight. It's faded away.
Something is wrong. I can't hear any sound from the incoming train.
Excuse me, sir. Can you explain what has happened?
I don't know.
Eh?
It's as if the train vanished into thin air.
Holmes, say something.
Quick, fetch a lantern and let us take a look.
ありえないよね。どういうこと？
It's too dark. Only fog and rails, nothing else.
There is no use in stumbling around here at night. We will come back tomorrow.
非常に朝早く。事件簿ってまだ何も証拠とかも手に入れてないしね。
Here we are again at Evesham Station. We have a full day ahead. Let us begin our
今
investigation.
夜だったんだね。現場を観察する。線路を調べる。
What should we do next, Holmes?
まず線路を調べよう。どっち側から来たんだっけ？じゃああれが最終列車だったのかな。LH って何？おう。
This is the place where we saw the train vanish last night.
ああ。
Railway sleepers. Nothing unusual.
買ったことはない。
A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train.
これ
There
は
are no tracks or footprints on the ground.
何もない。それは困ったね。
The rails have not been touched. There's nothing unusual here. There are no signs to indicate that the train ran off the track, nor are there any other traces. There is nothing whatsoever. There are no clues. But then, a negative result is also a result.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. No clues and you're smiling.
Yes, Watson, I do smile on occasion. This mystery appears very promising. This investigation won't be simple. We shall require a map of the
こ
region.
の地域の地図が
Perhaps the
必
station
要だ。
master could lend us one.
はいはい。じゃあ駅長さんに、地図を貸してもらう。この中にいるのかな？駅長さん？あれ？どこにおんの？あれ？誰もいない。
A telegraph.
電報。あ、昔は電報だったんだ。事務室の机。お、なんだ？電報。
A new telegram.
I think we should meet this Mr. Robinson.
なんて書いてんの？各駅への伝言。ロビンソン氏はブリドリントン駅にいる。ブリドリントン駅にいる。その駅に行けばいいのか？
Here is the train set.
列車の編成表。路線。ノッティンガムからロンドン。片。ロンドン&ノースイースタン鉄道。長い。324号。編成。蒸気機関車。淡水車。一等車。 郵便車特別貨車ロビンソン氏の注文2等車。ロビンソンって誰なんだろうね。なんか偉い人かな。あとは特にない。なさそうね。てか駅長どこにいんの？いなくね？地図を見つける。会員は内で尋ねる。消えた列車が次、列車の編成について誰かに聞くっていうことか。地図は地図。あ、ここ入れんだ。地図。違う。ガラクタの山。なんだろう。何してんの？直してんの？
This part
予
is
備部
probably
品。
from a locomotive.
蒸気機関車の部品。なんでこんなのがあるん
An
だ？
old locomotive bell.
古い蒸気機関
This
の
place serves as a storage area for the station.
駅の倉庫として使っている。
This part is probably from a
予
locomotive.
備部品ね。機関車の。まあ倉庫なんだね、ここは。何かある？特に変わったものはないみたいだね。てか地図地図どこ？これ駅長さんか？もしかして。
Good morning. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Yes, I remember you. I'm Station Master Everett.
貴重なエ
You
レ
were
ベ
here
ー
last
ター。
night. So, you were Mr. Holmes, the great detective.
そうそう。
Will you be investigating what happened?
I shall indeed.
It is extraordinary that an entire train could disappear like that. And to think of all the poor people inside it, the passengers, the driver.
列車が消えるなんてありえないよね。調べるのか。ここ始まり？待て待て。白髪頭。まあ、そうだね。何か関係あるのかな？ボタン、名誉記章。どういうこと？長く勤めてるとか、そういう感じかな。なんか袖汚れてない？指輪？結婚指輪。何関係あるんだろう。
Could you please give us any details about the train?
Well, there was nothing so very special about it. At least not that I can recall. My memory's not what it used to be. However, if you need it, you can have the train composition report. It's inside my office.
もうもらったんだよね。特別貨
According
車。
to the train composition report, there was a special wagon. What does that entail?
That's a highly secure car, ordered by a private party. It is generally to carry
貴重
something
な
of
貨物
value.
を輸送するの
Those
が
wagons
特
have
別貨
iron
車なんだ。
walls, you know, without any windows. And they're fitted with a complex key lock.
That is important information. Do you know what was inside this particular wagon?
Certainly not. No, that's private. And it's not my responsibility to allot the wagons to whoever.
なるほど。特別貨車っていうのは、特別に注文された貴重品を運ぶ車両で、外から見えないようになってるね。で、この駅長さんも中身を知らないと。
I would be glad to have a detailed map of the local railway district.
But of course, please, take the one that's
待合室
pinned
の壁。
inside the waiting hall.
See you later, my good man.
待合室の壁。 ここだよね、待合室って。これかな？おお、オッケー。はい。
This map will be useful.
線路図つってもさ、2つしか駅書いてなかったけど。なに今、イーブシャムってとこにいるんでしょ？うん。はい。うん、これも、まあ、特別貨車のこと聞いたし、運んでいたものを突き止める。どうやって？駅長さんも知らないって言ってたけど。はい。イーブシャムの駅長。男は60歳代、結婚して長くなる。袖にまだ新しい土壌が付着していることから、こちらの駅長は園芸に熱中していると言える。待って。ボタン間違った。名誉記章が彼の長期にわたり勤務を続けていることを語っている。やっぱ長く勤めてると名誉記章がもらえるんだ。で、これらすべてから彼は平穏無事な人生を送りたいと願っていることがわかる。そうだね。まあ、犯罪とは無縁の人みたいな感じはあるよね。で、路線図。どうするんだろう。特別貨車が運んでいたものを突き止める。なんだろうな。なんか、待って。伝言があったね。ロビンソン氏は、ブリドリントン駅にいる。ここに行きゃいいんじゃないの？ブリドリントン駅。地図。行けないの？ブリドリントン駅ってどこにあるの？どうすんじゃ。まだなんか、調べてないことがある。どこに行けばいいんだろうね。もう一回あの人に話聞くのかな。列車の乗客。
Was there anything exceptional about any of the passengers aboard the train?
What do you mean? Like officials? I wouldn't know. But now that you mention it, yes, there was something. There was a message from Bridlington station saying that the train had been delayed because of an issue with the passengers. But what kind of problem that they didn't say?
That is interesting. You mentioned a problem at Bridlington station. I should like to visit this station. Could you mark it on the local map?
Of course. It's a suburban railway station. You might take a cab
なる
there.
ほどね。これで出てくんだ。
See you later, my good man.
はいはい。そのブリトリントン駅に印をつけてもらったから、どこ？あった。そこまで、馬車で行くんだね。あの人。間違った。はい。ブリトリントン駅に着いたけど、なんか誰かいるの。誰？怒っている乗客って書いてんだけど。マスター。
This is an absolute scandal. It's always the same with these rail companies. No respect for the customer.
何怒ってん？列車が来ないからってことか？特にこの辺はない？ なんだ。作業服。作業服ってことは、なんだ、列車関係の人かな。安い券。あ、でも、乗客か。結婚指輪？はい。それ、なんか関係あるのかな、わかんないけど。きめの粗い肌。何があったのか。
Please calm down, sir. What is your concern?
Concern? What is my concern? I'll tell you what my concern is. Last night I were on the train as usual with my colleague, heading home. Then along came this ridiculous ticket inspector, who started arguing that our tickets were invalid. He made us get off the train, and he was extremely rude about it.
列車から降ろされた。
Were you aboard the train that vanished last night?
Yes, I heard that it disappeared. But I don't care because we would have stopped before then anyway. Our tickets were valid and no doubt about it. And then, to top it all, the ticket inspector pushed everyone else out too, except for a bunch of rich. Well, because their type don't need a ticket.
消えた列車は金持ち以外の乗客が全員降ろされたっていうことなんだね。どういうことな
Can you
の？
recall anything more specific about this fortunate group?
Well, yes. They were all
外
foreigners.
国人。
Spanish-looking toffs with snake eyes.
Goodbye, sir.
外国人の乗客以外は降ろされた。どういうことなんだろうね。ロビンソンさん。誰？
Good day to you, sir.
Good day. To whom am I speaking?
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is...
Are you a representative of this damned railway company? Because I have a complaint.
We are not from the railway company. We are...
Well, in that case, Mr. Shamrock Holmes, please excuse me, but I'm not in the mood for idle
名前
chit-chat
間
at the
違って
moment.
人の話聞かなそうだな、この人。オーストラリアの帽子。オーストラリアから来たのかな。金持ちそうだけどね。高価な衣類。既婚、あ、ではないか。小指だもんね。重みがある金の指輪。このカバンの方が気になるんだけどさ。これはスルーなんだね。靴かな。ワニ革。
You must be Mr. Robinson, is that correct?
Yes?
I am leading the investigation of the disappearing train. It would help if you could answer my questions.
Ah, well, all right. I have nothing to hide.
I presume it was you who placed the order for the special wagon.
Yes. It was to transport my valuable prototype safely to London. My prototype is a revolutionary device. It is capable of producing electricity. I'm a businessman and an engineer. I had already found several potential customers for my invention, but I was very optimistic about the directors' board who were travelling on the train last night.
You mentioned a director's board. Which company do they own?
The Chilean Barcazas Company. I had made an appointment with them. Now they are lost, along with the train and my prototype.
What do you know about the Barcazas Company?
It's a large South American company. They showed a great deal of interest in my prototype, and they seemed wealthy enough to do business with.
This revolutionary machine of yours, was it very valuable?
For God's sake, sir, it is priceless. It could change the world we live in, and yet I was selling it for almost nothing. I am a humanitarian, you see. I do not know if I will ever be able to get over this disaster. I cannot believe that it disappeared with that damn train.
列車と一緒に消えてしまった。
Mr. Robinson, could you please clarify? Were you traveling alongside your prototype?
Yes, I was. But I had to step off the train. And all because of this stupid station master.
I received a telegram declaring that an important person, a Mr. Bromsby, wished to see you in the waiting room. I merely informed you of this.
Mr. Bromsby is a wealthy gentleman. His interest in my invention was truly unexpected. So yes, of course, I agreed to see him. Unfortunately, he wasn't there. I thought perhaps he might have been delayed, so I chose to wait a while. But despite my requests, the train left the station without me. Absolutely unacceptable.
The timetable is strict. We cannot wait any longer. The regulations require the train to be on time.
You are an idiot. You will pay for it. I will sue you.
The ticket inspector forced all the passengers from the train except for the directors of the Barcazes Chilean Company.
トーマス・ロビンソン。ロビンソンの高価な服や金の指輪が、彼は裕福な男性で高い社会的地位を持っていることを示している。独特な帽子とオーストラリア製ブローチから、彼はおそらく外国人で一時的にイギリスに来ていると推理できるかもしれない。おそらく商用目的でここにいるのだろう。怒っている乗客。こちらの乗客の手と服装からして何か専門的な労働を職にしているようだ。荷物はなく一人で乗っている。旅行しているわけでも、夫人と一緒に休暇を取っているわけでもない。彼は通勤に列車を利用している。このため、鉄道には慣れていて、駅に着いても熟知している。男は常連客の一人だ。列車に詳しいのかな？ここの駅長さんもいるんだよね。あら？どこ行った？駅長。
It's a scandal. An absolute outrage.
めちゃ切れてんじゃん。駅長は？あ、いてた。逃げてる。隠れちゃった。
Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you?
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am investigating the unfortunate disappearance of last night's train.
I see. I'm Station Master Bertram, but my supervisor has not informed me about this. I do not know if...
Do not worry. I have only a few questions.
バートラム。観察しようか、まず。若年。まあ若そうだね。清潔な衣類。なんだ指導書。まだ仕事に慣れてないっていう感じ。インクのシミ。
Station Master Everett from Evesham told us that you reported a problem with some passengers last night.
Indeed. This train is a regular line for those who work at Nottingham. But yesterday, everyone was asked to get off the train here at my station. I've no idea why, and it delayed the train. But the worst of it is that now I have to deal with two furious passengers who are complaining about the company's service. They stayed here the whole night, but people do not usually pay much attention to the regulations, you see. There are very strict and clear rules. Paragraph 234 of Article 2G-43 states that in the event of a complaint, you must...
Yes, thank you. I understand.
あの二人、一晩中いたんだね。
Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice anything else that was unusual last night?
I did, and I mentioned it in my report to our higher management on the matter.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
そうなの？
Confidential, you say. How long have you been working here?
I have worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
これじゃなかったから。これか？
Let me speak frankly, Mr. Bertram. Your age and your lack of confidence in your position are quite apparent. You cannot deny that you have only recently completed your studies.
I was at the top of my class.
Listen here, young man.
ガキ
I
かよ。
am aware that you wish to protect yourself behind all these regulations, but I represent the law.
And you are obstructing the investigation of an important case. I would suggest that you cooperate with Mr. Holmes.
脅してんな、
Think
これ。
of your career.
Ah, that is... Well, I'll tell you everything. First of all, I scolded the ticket inspector, for it was he who asked the passengers to leave the train. It was not his right to do so. He was very rude. And then, later on, I received a most peculiar telegram from my colleague at Chesterfield Station, the next stop along the line.
電報なんだろ
What did the telegram say?
Well, that was the peculiar thing.
う。え
It was almost unreadable.
どういう
It
こ
was full
と
of errors and awfully vague. It was hard to understand if the train had correctly passed that station or not. You can read it for yourself.
間違いだらけで読
We
めな
ought
い
to。visit Chesterfield Station. We need to confirm if the station master saw the train or not.
チェスターフィールド駅からの電報。チェスターフィールドテスト壁。なんだこれ。弊社番号324。うちゃけ0030。何これどうしたの？おかしくなっちゃったのかな。あとはないか？
A telegraph.
特に他にはなさそうだけどね。
Don't touch anything, please.
あら？でもこれ出たね。これ出たってことはなんかあるのか。お、床の隙間。一枚の紙。なんだろう。
The insurance policy for Robinson's machine. A significant sum.
機械の保険証書。保険証書番号256548。トーマス・ L ・ロビンソン氏によって作成された自立型発電機の試作品に関する保証。試作品の損失が生じた場合、その価値に対して 50% まで保証します。最高保証金額15,000ポンド。保証有効期間1年更新可能。自立型発電機。自立型発電機として知られている試作品の価値ある保険証書。あ、これはさっきのおじさんの発明品のことかな。チェスターフィールド駅の報告書。チェスターフィールド駅駅長の消えた列車に関する報告書は間違いだらけでほとんど読むことができない。列車が実際この駅を通過したかしなかったのかについて彼の証言を確認することは難しい。チェスターフィールド。ここに行かなきゃいけないんだ。とりあえずちょっとロビンソンに話しかけてみるか。
According to this document, you have insurance for your prototype.
Oh, thank God. Where did you find it?
Near the telegraph station.
I must have lost it when I tried to send a message, which I was prevented from
I
doing.
apologise for that, but regulations state that public access to the telegraph is strictly prohibited.
Upon my word, you keep on digging that hole of yours. You have no idea who I am.
誰だよ。
I see that you kept your grip sack with you. Why don't you leave it in the luggage room?
I've had other things to think about. I lost my prototype. And this idiot station master just stands here doing nothing to help.
Oh, but...
Well, that won't do at all. Station master, I believe that the regulations state that any passenger luggage should be taken to the luggage room.
I'll do it right away, sir. Sorry, sir.
This Robinson
まあ
is
今
quite
更
a
だよね。
character. We should learn more about him.
ロビンソンは変わり者だ。なんか
I will not move from here until I receive my refund.
払い戻し？何？チケット？ロビンソンについて調べる。なんかある。ロビンソンの旅行カバンを調べる。なるほどね。荷物保管室ってどこだ？ここじゃないのか。どこだろうね。あ、ここかな？やっぱり。
This gripsack belongs to Mr. Robinson.
I think we should open it, Holmes. This is what they call force majeure. I'll keep watch.
いいの勝手に開け
Of
て。
course.
またこれか。これなんかよくわかんないんだよね。わかんないけど、適当にやるか。こっちじゃないわ。こうか。で、開いた。なんかよくわかんないけど、適当にやったら開く。事務用品。
Look, Watson.
なんだ
A
これ。
bundle of contracts. Very
契約書の
suspicious.
束。
We should study them carefully.
怪しいのか。なんでこれ赤くなってんの？
An exclusive sales contract.
以下、独占販売契約書は、自立型発電機の試作品に関する契約書です。エメストン電機会社、買い手は、この装置を現状融資で購入することを理解し、また同意したものとみなします。
Mr. Robinson is the seller.
トーマス・ L ・ロビンソン売り手は、売却後に試作品に何らかの問題が生じた場合、それを売却時に各当事者が記知していたか否かにかかわらず、責任は取らないものとします。売っちゃったら、試作品に問題があっても、売り手は関係ないですよってことなんだね。買い手は本契約書に署名した時点で試作品価格の 10% を前払いとして支払う義務があります。残額は1ヶ月以内に振り込む必要があります。何それ、問題あっても返品もできないっていうことなのかな。どんだけ自分に都合よくしてんの？これは同
Yet
じ
another exclusive sales
こと？
contract.
これもまた独占販売契約書。さっきと同じこと書いてるね。まあ、試作品に不備があって
Mr.
も、
Robinson is the seller.
責任はこちらにありませんと。で、10% を前金として払って、残りは1ヶ月以内に振り込む。はい。またじゃん。
Yet another exclusive sales contract.
待って。会社が違うのか。買い手の。
Mr. Robinson is the seller.
売り手はロビンソンだけど、買い手がそれぞれ違うんだね。これもかい。
Yet another exclusive sales
独
contract.
占ってさ、一社だけじゃないの？騙して売ってた
Mr.
ってことな
Robinson
の
is
か。
the seller. Well, it is very clear that this Mr. Robinson received prepayments from various people for his machine.
なるほどね。前金欲しさに、まあ、独占契約書っていう形で契約させたってことか。ロビンソン、ダメじゃん。詐欺じゃないの、それ。じゃあ、今日はこの辺までにしようと思います。なんかほんとあっという間に時間が経ってしまうね、このゲーム。では、ご視聴ありがとうございました。失礼いたします。